said she'll bring you back.
Here we go.
You want?
Now we back.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, now, so basically we're back. We took a hiatus of however many minutes it was. We were backed up at the bathroom. And it took, we ran out of toilet paper in the women's, so they had to knock on the men's to get some
Do not listen to that nonsense, people. Do not. But I will tell you, listen to this. So if anybody's looking for new construction, we have some deals for you.
Yes.
And some beautiful homes.
Beautiful
Yes.
homes, very affordable. At Deer Trail Estates, there's some open houses today, and if you want to see us there, we'll be there from 2 to 4. But Ashley Cooper is holding open house at the moment until 2 at 6146 Hazel Lake in Conroe. And if you want to check that out, please go to Deer Trail Estates. You'll see the open house signs directing you in. There's multiple listings that are out there, but please mention that you heard about it through the RU show, and they will hook you up.
And the great thing to go with today's topic is that home actually qualifies for up to 33 programs for down payment assistance,
Really?
and up to $21,859.
Can they get the house and I get the money?
No, sir, don't work that way. But the good thing is, we can help you get it. So give us a call.
Yes, sir. How they call you?
So you can reach us at One Innovative Group at 877-852-4401. Once again, that's 877-852-4401. And a nice thing to mention, if you have any questions while we're on our live segments, you can actually text that same number, and we can try to answer your questions while we're still on the show.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit the button,
Then, yes.
Notification bell.
notification bell.
Yes.
Not a button.
No, sir.
No.
It looks
The
like a bell.
bell.
Tinkle, tinkle. Okay. Hit the bell, damn it. And then we go from there. Now today has been about down payment assistance, okay? And remember, down payment is not just for broke people. So now we're reaching out to all Chris's cousins who, because Chris, they got money just flowing. You have no idea, because, I'm still, why won't your cousin let me drive a Rolls Royce? I got a problem with that. Okay, so.
You mean the one up on blocks?
Yeah, there you go. So, Chris,
Yes, sir.
when it comes to down payment assistance, you said the houses that we have in Deer Trail Estate qualify for up to $21,000.
Correct.
Okay, so these programs are available based on that house?
Yes, that's specific to that house.
Mm-hmm.
And the great thing is, like I mentioned earlier, is I was able to look in our MLS and I went to our listing, and the icon was there for the down payment assistance, so I was actually able to see what someone might be qualified for that property within seconds. And then, of course, that's like just the initial getting of information,
Right.
so we'd actually have to go through and see what the criteria of each program would be, and then start making the connections from there.
Okay.
Correct.
Because one of the things that always has concerned me about down payment assistance programs is a lot of these new buyers were not prepared to own a home. They were prepared to pay for it, but were not prepared to own it. And I know but all the programs don't have buyer education.
They do not. Each program has separate requirements. You was talking about some that don't. I know of a program that one of our clients is going through Easter Services, based in the city of Houston, and she's actually currently going through her home buying classes to prepare her once she's in that home to manage those unforeseen expenses that may come up, and hopefully help her make sure that she's making her payments on time, and be prepared for those instances that maybe the AC. Something happens with that, or maybe you get a clog and you need to call a plumber, that you need to have the money for those funds.
Yeah, and also in conjunction with the new home buyer, it's so very important that the buyer understands the warranty part of buying a new home. Because, there are things that happen. It's happened to us. If it wasn't for the warranty, that's out of pocket. But you need to know what's covered in your house, why it's necessary to have extended coverage after the initial warranty. Why I always like to tell you, I got bumper warranty on my house. Okay. When it comes to down payment assistance and education, there's one thing that's always stood out to me. My sister said this years ago, you can supply housing to people, but they don't know how to take care of it because they weren't educated on how to
Right.
take care of
Correct.
the house.
Because there's a lot of people
yeah.
that are first-time homeowners, and but those families may have never owned a home,
Exactly.
right.
so they don't
Yes.
have that experience that some of us got with our parents have
Exactly.
seen that home maintenance and stuff.
Exactly. I remember one time when I was a lender, a lady I did a loan for, actually husband and wife, they called me and was like, "Who's supposed to cut the grass?"
That you know what? That's not the
It-
first time I've heard that. Sometimes people get in there and the kids have always rented and had people do it
Yeah.
for them. Suddenly they get a letter from the homeowners association.
Yes.
They're like, "Oh my God! Well, I thought the HOA was cutting my grass." I said, "Where did you hear that?"
Right.
Oh, they didn't hear that. They just thought that.
They thought
you
that
know?
there
Well,
was an
and
assumption.
I think everybody at this table knows our neighbors who don't cut their grass. The HOA actually started doing it, and they're, that's not a free service, folks.
No, they get
Oh,
billed
It
for
ends up
that.
that
If the
it gets
city
on your
or
bill.
HOA has to come in and cut your grass because you're not doing it,
Right.
it's adding up.
And
Yeah.
what's going to end up happening is once it gets to title, they're going to get a nice little statement of what you owe, and that's going to be paid.
I need the payoff for this right here. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. I mean, but it's not just the grass. I've had people, my window's broke.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Why are you calling me?
Yeah. Why are you calling me?
My
You need a
AC's
referral?
acting up. I don't
Yeah.
know. Well, you haven't changed the air filter in a year.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
stuff like
and
that.
stuff like that, and it's because they weren't educated on ownership.
Yes.
They just got some keys, and that's why I've never had an appreciation for realtors and lenders who had a one-off. It was just one-off. Oh, I got my deal done. On
Yeah.
Stuff like that, because education is so important. I'll use some relatives of mine I did a loan for, and it was an adjustable rate mortgage. Well, when it adjusted, they panicked. Okay, never once called me
Oh, wow.
to refinance it. They panicked. We can't afford this more. So they let it.
Just let it foreclose?
Yes.
And that's the thing, guys, is that, we're not here just to do this as a one-off. If we are your real estate professionals, we're going to be here. If those questions do come up that you've
Right.
been in your home for a year, do give us a call. I take calls like that all the time, and we can actually say, well, and kind of explain that to you.
Okay.
Or like, hey, and I know that Dina's mentioned this before, if you get in a situation to where you're not able to afford your mortgage anymore, give us a call
And let us
early
know,
on in
yeah,
it
for
'cause
solutions.
maybe Jennifer can write you a new loan and get that payment down, or maybe we go, well, this is what your note is,
Right.
but you could actually probably get rents up to this amount for it until you
Mhm.
get into a better situation.
Exactly.
But those situations are always going to vary. But give us a call earlier in the process while we still have time to help you with that,
Exactly.
and then hopefully you can still keep that property and keep going forward.
And then I have to go to the dark side. There are some scammer programs out there as well.
There
Yeah,
are.
be
There is,
careful.
yeah.
Be careful,
Yeah,
yeah.
be very careful of the scammers.
Right.
I did have, over the last 20-something years and being in this industry, it's very unfortunate that people who are not familiar with the language of real estate and its contracts,
Mhm.
etc., responding to ads, responding to phone calls from people they do not know that were not referred to them.
Right.
Hey, I refinanced my home. Well, let me see these documents. Oh no, you signed your home over to this
That's
person.
right.
You're now paying rent to
Yeah.
this person.
That's right.
This is not your home anymore. They're like, whoa,
Yeah.
they are, and there's nothing you can do once you put your signature to something like
Once you
that.
rely-
Yeah,
that's
make sure
exactly
you
right.
understand what you're
What you're
signing before you
signing,
sign it.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to be honest, people, I mean, most of us, when they give us a contract, the person in front of us is telling us what that contract is saying, but we're not taking a read.
Yeah.
So just make sure when you're, anything pertaining to a home, to any legal documents, you don't have to sign right there. Make sure you take the time to examine what you're signing.
Your
If
home
there's
is
It's a
the
binding
biggest-
decline.
The biggest investment you'll ever make.
Yep.
And it is the one tangible piece of property that you will have of ownership that always will appreciate.
Right.
So don't be so quick to,
Turn it over.
Get second opinions sometimes
That's right.
and ask questions.
Yeah,
And I
because
think
with
that's-
down payment assistance, there is a sensitivity component to it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and you have people who have jobs to help, and then you have people in those jobs who judge.
Correct.
Mhm.
Okay, and so they're not trying to help you; they're just trying to keep their job. So they're not answering questions, stuff like that. So you have to be very, very inquisitive when it comes to these assistance programs. know what your rights are, will know what your protections are, and most importantly, so that you can hold on to that home. Because a lot of down payment assistance homeowners have lost their homes because they did not understand little things like HOA can file a lien, or tax liens, or tax sales, and things like that. I've read that this couple, even though they were escrowing, what they did was they were sending the payment in, and okay, I'll just hold on this money myself. But they never sent the tax payment in for like 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Right, never sent the tax payment. Lean.
And many people even forget to file for their homestead exemptions.
That's
And that is a savings in itself at the end of the year. And, you know, or they thought they did it.
Well, I have, like me, I couldn't do it online because whatever. So I have to go in person to get my driver's license updated so I can get the homestead
Right.
exemption.
Your driver's license has to be matching up with the property address. There's so many things to think about with home ownership. And after you get into the home, maintaining it is just,
It's also,
it's an expense.
Yeah.
It is.
Not just the lawn care, you know, your HVAC annual, or, you know, actually
Your
twice a
periodic
year,
maintenance.
yes.
And I think that, you know, one of the biggest things is, like, you know, we're talking about scamming, though, is if they're asking for money up front,
No.
be a little leery of that.
Yes.
If they're guaranteeing you
rushing you
that
to sign
something's,
something without
Exactly.
having somebody look it over for you, that's a
or,
sign.
you know, they're guaranteeing you that, like, if, you know, I guarantee that you're going to get approved. There's no guarantee until you actually get through the process.
That's right.
So just be very careful of that. Those are just some of the things that we can point out just to kind of watch out for as you're looking at these programs.
And remember, like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell. Yeah, this is the Real Estate U Show. I'm E.L. Crane, and they are not for obvious reasons. Because I'm the adorable
Cuter.
one. And we're going to take a break right there.
You take pride in your real estate business. You choose your partners carefully, promising the best escrow and title services experience possible. And now you're ready to grow and take your business to the next level. With decades of experience and a commitment to providing top quality service, their team will ensure your client's closing process is smooth, on time, and stress-free. You gain access to proprietary training programs, professional development, and a valuable nationwide network. Perfect for realtors, builders, mortgage companies, and banks. If you're ready to take your residential or commercial real estate services to the next level, you've come to the right place. Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Okay, we're back. Bills are paid. I'm E.L. Crane. They're not. And I didn't get to share that my sweetness is their weakness because I was cut off by the producer and the executive producer. They're not recognizing the value of me saying that to the people.
They just going, he's a little full of it. Commercial.
They heard the first few sounds come out, bam.
There we go. Now, what a lot of people don't know, there is down payment assistance for commercial real estate.
Oh, I didn't know that
I
either.
didn't know that either.
Me either.
Learned
Yes,
something
there-
new every
yep.
day.
So-
yeah, commercial real estate down payment assistance actually is provided by the seller.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that'd be, well, we're talking about the private bid.
Exactly. And what the seller does is, okay, they'll go at maximum appraised value, not purchase price. They've agreed on a price of $1 million, but the appraisal came in at $1.2 million.
Okay.
Okay, so the contract is gonna be based upon $1.2 million, which diminishes the out-of-pocket requirement for the buyer.
So if we're anticipating the price to be at 1.2, should the contract be written at 1.2 immediately?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I would-
or I didn't know if we amended
No,
after
no,
the
no,
appraisal.
no.
Okay, gotcha.
You write the contract at 1.2,
Okay.
and the buyer has been approved for 80%.
So you can do a forgivable second.
There you go.
There.
See, starting to learn a little bit from you.
There you go.
We learn quickly.
Yes.
And so now they walk in with the equity. They have limited their out-of-pocket money for them to actually transition into their new acquisition.
Okay.
With some upgrades that they might need. So that's why that's a way to do down payment assistance. But in rural communities, governmental entities in rural communities will provide funding based on a tax abatement, where they'll waive taxes for 3, 5, or 7 years on that business coming into town if that
Because
business.
it's promoting local employment.
Exactly. And they're obligated to hire at least 3 people a year for the 3, 5, or 7 years.
That's excellent information.
Yeah, because so you have that tax abatement component right there. So there's lots of ways to look at down payment assistance, both residentially and commercially. But it's like you said earlier, research. You got to dig in there. You have to find out. And then there are always programs. I tell people all the time, when you're looking to do commercial real estate, don't just look at city entities. Look at the United States Department of Transportation.
USDA sometimes has
USDA,
yeah.
United States Department of Energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's all different these departments. The United States Treasury Department has
Yes.
lending apparatus for you to get down payment assistance.
Wow.
Yeah, but we are so focused on city, county, state that we lose sight of all of these huge departments out there that have to promote commerce
Yes.
and entrepreneurship, and they have programs for that.
So that would be what Jennifer was talking about earlier, the federal programs that
Correct.
we kind of keep
Correct.
overlooking.
There's actually, many moons ago, I was working with an international company. There's actually a bank called Exim Bank that will,
Exim? Yes.
Exim Bank,
yes.
they will actually finance outer country projects.
Yeah.
And just so you know, I've actually worked with a lot of companies in a previous career that they would actually finance those projects, but part of the XM banks, whenever they do that, they have to source
Yes.
so much materials from the United States
That's
to
right.
go overseas
That's
to
right.
actually support that
That's right.
financing.
That's
So
right.
it's that reciprocity, it's that back and forth dynamic.
It's
Like,
all
we're
about
going to give you the
commerce,
money, but you're
right.
going to keep the money within states.
Correct.
There you go. There you
Correct.
go. And, you know, and
Your
we-
monies are
yeah.
regulated. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Our potential clients, our potential partners need to understand the dynamics of how all this works with down payment assistance for both residential and commercial. At the end of the day, what you want is an opportunity.
Yes.
And these programs create those opportunities. As close as it is, Waller is still rural.
It is.
Yes.
As close as it is, parts of Conroe are still rural.
USDA. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
not
one of the
even
things.
that, they're not even that on the commercial side because they need services. They need dry cleaning stores.
That's
they
right.
need gas stations. They need hair salons, nail salons, fast food franchises.
Excellent.
They
And that's
need
what
all
we were
that.
talking about last weekend, is that Conroe is the #1 growing city in the United
country.
States.
That's right.
And we're learning that it's actually considered
Yeah.
rural for
Yeah.
commercial development.
Exactly. So you have that dynamic right there because Montgomery County is just as wide as it is long.
Yes.
Montgomery County goes all the way over to 59, but also goes all over the way over to touches up against Waller County.
Yes.
Over back in there. So it's opportunities are there, but if you're not dealing with professionals who can allow you to take advantage of these opportunities, you are denying yourself every opportunity to facilitate more for you and your family. Okay? One of the things that these hooligans have been working on have been multifamily research and acquisitions and opportunities. And because my whole thing is, oh, the check's clear, I'm good.
Exactly.
It's called building wealth through real estate,
Yes.
and whether it's residential or commercial, if you have interest in learning more and gaining more education, these guys are setting up a workshop that's coming up next month. So please text us your email, contact information if you'd like to be put on the list. And it's a free class. Can you give them the place to text, Chris?
So you can text us at 877-852-4401.
He's not just the cute one. He's the one that remembers everything.
Yeah.
Okay? He's the organized one
As
as
I'm
well.
working on a task list
He's
for all of our
the-
groups. Years of project management,
Yes.
people.
Yeah, but think about all of the roles that we already have in the car.
Yes.
All right, you don't have to seek outside assistance. I always say seek outside confirmation, but you don't have to seek outside assistance, because at the end of the day, you take the expertise that's sitting around this corner. She doesn't look it, but Dina is 107 years old. Okay, and she has,
Looks all at 40.
That's it.
Thank you, Chris.
That's it, something like that. And so then you have Chris over here. He just graduated high school. That's why he's the cute one.
He's a Doogie Howser of real estate.
And then you have that woman, okay? That woman is a solution finder, which she points out to me every day. God, geez.
But she's great at it.
Yeah, she is. She does find solutions.
Let her dig into your
Even if you don't
your goals, and she'll make them happen. And if you're not ready for it to happen, she'll be. This is what I love about all of these people, and especially Jennifer. You just don't. You have to hear the truth, okay? And listen to the advice that's given. There's some lenders, and they'll just say you're not qualified and you're done. You don't have a clue what to do after that. She will give you a plan, and you just follow it. And hey, every step is leading toward your goal, even if you're not ready for that today. So Jennifer, what is the number they get a hold of you at?
So you can reach me at 888-202-2773. That's 888-202-2773. Or you can visit my website at www.yourmortgagepro.biz. That's B-I-Z.
Z like zebra. No, and it's very helpful, because I get calls. I stay in my lane, so to say. I may know a bit about lending just from all the years of being it, but I'm not a lender. So the thing about being a real estate professional is to advise your clients properly. And for lending advice, go to the lender directly, not your neighbors, not anyone else, okay? Because everybody's situation is different, as we've often spoke about. I may have the same credit score as EL, but our income to debt may be different, our work history may vary, etc. So all these factors.
Oh, you somebody else.
Yeah.
As an example. But think about it. You have a real estate pro. You have a management pro. You have a lender pro. You have somebody who can hold his liquor. This is who's sitting around there. But at the end of the day, in all seriousness, you have professionals here to guide your path. Okay? You don't have to worry about if you have batteries for your flashlight, because they can see the way. Right? And that's the dynamic that we all must bring to the table when we're trying to delve off to this industry called real estate. And as much change is going on in real estate, like I got a phone call yesterday, and I don't know how true it is, but the person that made the phone call, I trust them that they're right. They said there's supposed to be a hike in interest rate Tuesday.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it is?
Oh, wow.
They already said there was going to be, the feds are going one more time.
Okay. And I'm like, what the hell?
So we went
And
from.
it can be as high as a quarter.
Yeah. So,
Okay, but let's talk about it though. So we're talking about a hike, and she's saying a quarter.
Mhm.
So what did we get up to last quarter?
So let me see, on a good day, you were looking about 6.99.
I thought we got up to like 8 and 9 last quarter.
No, they had come down. They had come down.
They were in the
They,
eights.
Yeah,
they
they
were.
were.
That's kinda what I'm
They
saying.
came down a little bit, and now they're going back.
Yeah, because basically it didn't have the effect of not raising them that they wanted it to have. So
Okay.
What happened is Fannie Mae they made a, I think it's towards the beginning of last year, any property that was conventional, either second home or investment, had additional points. And now that Fannie Mae thing was taken off, so it was adjusted and a lot of pricing was a lot better. Not because the pricing got better, but because of that extra pricing that Fannie Mae had.
Okay.
different layer.
Right, it's another layer, so that was taken off and things were kind of, on the foot. Now they give it and I take it.
I'm going to tell you what, think about, if we go back 30 years, people were paying the same, if not higher interest rates as we're
Absolutely.
looking at today.
I wasn't born
And
yet.
people, well, yeah, he
Okay.
wasn't. He was a
Oh,
baby.
I know.
He was in Pampers probably. But so, and I think everyone's starting to realize that, hey, it is a matter of, let me see what what payment can I afford
Right.
with the current situation, and that's all you need. Just the panic needs to subside.
Yeah.
You
And I
know,
think that I actually posted it on our One Innovative Homes Facebook feed that the interest rates through the decades, and I don't remember if it was the 80s or 90s, but rates were in the 10 to 12.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Listen, I bought, in 2005, I bought a $950,000 home. My first mortgage, because I did do an 80-20.
Yes.
My first mortgage was 7.125 and my second was 14.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're still talking about currently though being under 7.
Of course.
So again,
It's
these
still not that bad, people.
it's not that bad. So I think what calms people down is education, and when we bring things into perspective, when somebody says, "Hey, these programs are available for down payment, you do qualify," or maybe you don't. If you don't, that means you're going to just save money for a period of time, and this is what you need.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. We have to remember that.
Mm-hmm.
We have to remember that. And one of the things when it comes to down payment assistance or assistance in general, you have to have those with knowledge on your team.
You do.
You have to have persons with knowledge on your team, experience on your team, and even those individuals who might not be your cup of tea. They don't have to be. They are providing you the information and the knowledge necessary for you to make an informed decision to make sure things happen. I like how we work together, most importantly, but I like the fact that everybody's looking out for each other.
Yes.
That's a whole different dynamic. And then we have people looking out for each other, looking out for you, you're just that much more embraced in the process. So, I'm E.L. Crane. They're not, for obvious reason, because my sweetness is their weakness. Okay, that's what people need to embrace that. And we get T-shirts on the way.
Thank
You
you.
keep telling me that, but I hadn't seen it. But make sure it's a medium.
It's a medium. Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. I need some measurements and some verifications here.
Sir, I've been checking.
Yes.
So, the Mr. Blackwells of the Blackwell household, we have been watching
They've
go
been.
down, and we're down 40 pounds.
They
since,
have
last
lost
summer,
quite a bit of
so
weight.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
been a great thing.
Okay, so but you used the medium word. That's
I'm
what
glad
stuck
I
on
don't
the
live in
medium.
that household because
Put the cookies away.
I know they do. I was like, Stephen, I want a dessert.
I'm
we
gonna
were having.
send you
He's
that
like, no,
one.
ma'am, we're not having dessert. I was like, okay.
Oh, God. No, but see, think about it. Going forward, we will be having our cups and T-shirts and some of the things that these people say, because, I'm the innocent one. I don't say anything.
Oh my
Sure.
gosh.
He can make up some stories.
He can, and he will.
It's not my fault. Traumatic childhood. I keep trying to explain that to y'all. I don't know why y'all want to embrace the truth. Okay. So, but these are the things, and we're going to be doing some things outside with the seminars.
Yes.
And the education and things like that. And they made a mistake at MEC, who I have a contract with. They showed me 2 or 3 ways, the other ways to make money, is on now.
And he was talking about our seminars. Jennifer and I were just talking. It looks like we're targeting March 12th. We're just waiting on confirmation for the space.
There will be a Sunday, and it's going to be
Sunday afternoon.
Yes.
So even if you're after church and everything, you should hopefully be able to make
What
it.
about the people that don't go to church? You ain't got nothing
You
earlier?
can go brunch and come join us.
Okay.
Yes.
I need
Go have you one or two mimosas before
there you
coming
go,
on.
because you being prejudicial against non-churchgoers is just wrong.
Not being prejudicial. You can go get you some mimosas at brunch and come join us.
Can I bring my flask to the meeting?
Sir, well, we don't know.
You
we
never
don't
leave
know.
home without it, honey.
That's true. That would be Madam Mommy Juice. Okay.
It's in the cup.
It's just an hour of your time, and it'll be chocked full of information for
Yes.
you, and whether you're investing, one small or large, it's just it's all the same. It's the steps, the process is the same.
And one of the things we'll also be able to do a general review of your request if you want to buy something like commercial real estate or single family investment. We'll be doing reviews
Yes.
of projects as
Yes.
well that day.
I will be ready, and I will have my computer to qualify you people.
Absolutely. So if you have a project in mind, just bring the details out, and we'll have our professionals check those numbers and see if it's a good deal for you and help you out. And if it needs adjustment and offer price, etc., to make it a good deal, then we'll also send you that
And
information.
outside of the seminar coming up, of course, they don't know I'm sharing for the first time because I'm secret.
He likes
like
a
that.
surprise.
He does.
Yeah, I'm secret like that. Okay, his name is Dr. Glenn Bone. He's a minister,
Okay.
and he represents over 900 churches. And church loans are my thing.
We do. That's what I was
Yes.
just thinking.
Yeah, and so he teaches them online and in person. He flies. He's in Chicago or Houston every other weekend.
Okay.
There's a church up there, and he was in Houston this weekend, and he invited me to church, and I told him I wasn't feeling well. So,
Well, tell him that he needs to invite us to his congregation so we can get everybody in their congregation approved. Huh?
there you
Yeah.
go. And we had this talk. So he set another appointment next week to outline services that we can provide for single family purchasing, for investing in real estate, for church loans, all those kind of things. Because like I said, he's an international trainer of ministers. Didn't know there was such a thing.
I didn't either.
Okay, but I told him we need to target Texas and Illinois first.
Okay. Why Illinois?
Well, that's where he's from. Chicago.
Okay.
I said, I had him laugh. I said, y'all got churches in Chicago? He said, yeah, why'd you ask that? I said, hell,
You didn't know there was churches in Chicago.
I know there were churches in Chicago. I knew you had a whole bunch of funeral homes. They
Yeah.
got a whole bunch of funeral homes. I didn't know about the churches.
They got churches fried chicken too.
Yes, they got all that and then some. But what we're saying is the Real Estate U Show is about opportunities, creating access that's not customary in the marketplace. Like I'm gonna brag on myself, okay?
Uh-oh.
Which is normal, but anyway. Okay, right. Okay, this one, Chris Blackwell. That one, Dina Ramos. All right, they are in possession of new listings, right?
Yes.
Because people help me. They pimp me. Okay? They pimp me out like you would not believe. All right? And they're worse pimps than my wife. Okay? My wife pimped me. Chris and Dina pimped me.
I mean, I really wish we had
What's next?
already like some background music because in my head it's going.
Wait.
Bum, bum,
No,
bum,
I'll
bum,
give you
bum,
the.
bum. Exactly.
But see, the dynamic is my job is to find opportunities for them. That's my job. We find opportunities for each other, but people need to understand when you are truly committed to the people you work with, you look out for opportunities for those people. And that's what we're basically saying here. We look out for opportunities for you.
That's
Not
right.
just we look out for opportunities for you. I mean, Dina's going to the open house today. Lord knows where he's going today. I think the resale shop, since he's a medium now, but he's going to verify. So,
Yes.
I already verified.
you already verified you're a medium?
I came out there strutting too.
Yes, he did. He was so happy.
Not gonna lie.
So we're doing these things for these seminars and these workshops and these outlets that we're coming up with to facilitate doing more for our clientele and our businesses. And doing more for our businesses is doing more for you and creating more resources. And we have One Innovative Studios here as another backdrop for those small business owners who want to do their commercials, who want to do their introductions and podcasts and things like that. Because I'm going to personally be using it for my webinars on some days when I can sit still for 2 hours.
Exactly. So
you can sit still.
There's numerous services that the studio's offering, and if you're a professional, an entrepreneur, and you're seeing business decline for whatever reason, maybe it is that you need to be, like EL says, if they don't know you, they cannot use you. So online marketing, social media, podcast, everything that you can think of can be done to help your business. Try something. Try it.
Salespeople have to be omnipresent.
You really do.
Everywhere.
Yes.
And the tools that we have at hand right now is social media. It allows us to be in Mexico and at one time by a click of a button. So use it. And for that we have the tools to help you create commercials, little videos, YouTube channels.
And the great thing is that our producer and executive producer are the creative masterminds.
Yes.
And they can get in here and you can discuss their vision. You're creative at some stuff, but they're the creative mastermind.
Exactly.
So, came up with our new look.
Yes.
Came up with our new style.
Yes.
And that's the great thing is that we're in here and they can pretty much do anything for you.
Yeah. They basically they're the magicians.
Yes.
Because Chris is not really medium; he's double X.
Yes. Luckily, though, there's some green screen paint.
The screen and the magician stuff that our executive producer, he's projecting as medium. But when the lights come on, it's double XL. So we're going to take a break while he refixes and recalibrates. Okay?
Please.
I'm Naomi, founder of Butler Media, a digital marketing and graphic design agency. We're built for small business owners who want professional marketing that gives them an edge. Reaching the right customer with the right message at the right time is the lifeblood of any successful business. We specialize in design, development, and implementation of proven online marketing strategies in order to grow your business. Whatever you need, we can help your business find success in today's competitive marketplace. Butler Media. Start here, go anywhere.
Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Chris, with that down payment assistance.
We're back. Bills are paid. This is our final segment. Remember, we are in the Homes and Land Studios powered by Monarch Title, and we are also sponsored by our good friends at Alta Homes, myaltahomes.com. So, I'm E.L. Crane. They are not, because, they're just not worthy.
Because I wear a medium now.
Z wears medium, so
Yeah,
he's no longer part of that scene.
He's a fake medium people. Okay, she's projecting a fraud. Okay, I think it's illegal in some states. I'm not really sure.
I think you're a little envious that he's lost so much weight, E.L.
Okay, this
The
is not
popo
about
is not after me.
the popo's not after you. Okay. Now we're here each and every Saturday, 11 Central, noon Eastern, is 9 Pacific time. We're all things real estate and mortgage and raising hell and discussing Chris's weight loss.
I'm trying to inspire people.
Well,
Let's just talk about that.
You're
Inspiration.
failing
Yes.
miserably over here. You're totally failing miserably over here. I'm not giving up nothing, damn it. Nothing.
So, E.L., what do you got going on this week?
Oh, God. I have multiple classes. I have 5 classes next week.
Wow.
Wow.
All on the same day. Huh?
Yeah. I wish. No. I have 5 classes next week. I have a couple of agreements I have to sign to participate and do some other things that will hopefully benefit the Crane household family, but also the REU family. I'm going to have a coming to Jesus meeting with one of our clients about the entrance to their subdivision.
Oh, yes,
Oh.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes, we know which one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also looking out for some more opportunities. I'm teaching at, who am I teaching? I'm teaching at D.R. Horton this week.
Okay.
I have a couple of brokerages I'm at. These are not the 5. This is outside of 5.
Okay.
Okay. So I think I had like 11 or 12 things going on this week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 12 things.
Well, I keep adding to my task list. I might have 12 too.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay.
Well-
Now, one of the things I'm trying to get out of, I had to fire a client yesterday.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
wow. What happened?
They were horrible clients. The whole thing is, this is how the conversation went. I said, well, I've been working with you over a year now, and I'm not seeing any return on
traction.
investment, stuff like that. But I am stalking your sales and listings, so I know they're not coming to me. But I'm out there teaching you, so I just can't do it anymore. Their response was, well, I've been planning all this stuff for you. Don't tell me about what you've been planning. I'm
Let's
telling
see
you
what the
what's
numbers are.
happening. All right. So then, well, we're sorry we're not good enough for you. I said,
That's a little rude.
Yeah, I said, well, I never said no such a thing. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
And so, because at the end of the day, people, we are professionals trying to develop business. This
Correct.
is our job. But we're not here to be used. And so when they made me mad, I had to share with them a thought. My thought was, I have 2 teenage sons not looking for another pimp. Okay?
And now you got two teenage sons, a wife,
And
with
2
2
more
sons.
children. And so I have 4 sons and a wife whose part-time jobs are to pimp me.
and they're
were-
very good at it.
Yeah, and they're very good at it. They're very good at it. Matter of fact, the youngest, he tickles me all the time. His name is Christian, and this is what Christian does. All right, when he's fixated on something he likes, he has this way of conveying the message. I said, Christian, why are you drinking all the orange juice? He says, you have no idea how refreshing it is. I said, okay. So then our other one, Elijah, he went to his school dance last night, right?
Oh, my.
So I'm asking him, what's her name? And he says, I don't have a date. I said, I say you had dates. So what's her name? He says, nobody. I said, you're 13 going to the school dance and you didn't want to go to the school dance? There's a girl involved, little boy.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, you know
He
what
was
I
already
mean?
wanted to go.
Yeah, obviously want to go.
Last minute.
Yeah,
Somebody was going to be there he wanted to see.
So since I have no sense of smell, I just assumed he was drenched in cologne.
Yes,
Okay.
he was. Yes, he was.
So so this was going on. So then they go that way. So then I go. Alexander has a track meet, and it's like the North Pole out there
Yeah.
last night. So Maxwell is there, and he's up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. I said, Max, what are you doing? It's cold. I said, your mom told me that you were supposed to bring a jacket. You said it wasn't that cold. Well, I guess I made a mistake.
My how we learn things.
And they grow up really fast too.
They do.
Yeah.
I was talking to my daughter and her soon-to-be fiance, I guess, because they were talking about wedding plans. I was
And
like,
you're
oh.
don't you know you have to propose?
Yes,
to
I
start planning
did.
the wedding?
Yes,
You gotta
everything.
negotiate something.
Something's got to happen. But time does go by, and the good news is that being that you do what you do, and Jennifer, we're all a team. We're helping the next generation.
That's right.
We're preparing them. So I'm really proud of what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's great.
so.
It's really, really good. And my children, I tell people, my children are spoiled, but they're not entitled. And
I know some entitled people.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good thing.
And I'm a huge believer in raising children under the threat of violence. But you can't do what my mother did to me because you go to jail. Okay.
And it's never, and you can't start too young when you start teaching and educating your kids on how to budget their money and how to save money. It's good to start as early as possible.
That's right.
And my baby that shaved, Maxwell, he told me, he says, we need to go open up me a bank account. I said, you got a job? He said, no, you're going to give me my first 100.
Wow.
I said, who? Your mother. Okay, I already know who it was.
This was your mother's idea.
I already know who it was.
So what about you, Jennifer? What you got going on this week?
I am going to Florida next weekend. Actually, next Wednesday. So I won't be here next Saturday, guys.
And the parade you see going down 45, that's me.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay, people. So I have a few clients there that I'm visiting, and trying to still keep my relationships there. So
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, well, good.
You leaving Wednesday?
I am leaving Wednesday.
What time's that flight?
I leave at 6 o'clock.
In the morning?
No.
About to say, she can't get up, folks. And she's never on time. So 6 a.m. flight.
Do
is
we
not
need
gonna
to
happen.
do we need to
Not
schedule a maid service to go before you get home, leaving them by
Whoa, you
themselves?
better talk to him. Yes, you should.
Yeah.
No.
I'm sure you'll be
No,
good.
they'll be good.
I'm not that bad, something like that. No. Me and Gino will have us a fun 4 days.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
Him and the dog.
Yes.
Well, you guys that don't know.
Where you come back Sunday?
No,
I'm
she's like the next
coming back
Tuesday.
Next Wednesday.
You
Wednesday to
next
Wednesday?
Tuesday. I'm going for.
That's right. It's the President's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh, wow.
right. I hadn't thought about it.
My contemplation.
Yeah.
I'm contemplating.
What about you, Chris? What do you have on your task list?
Well, it keeps ever growing.
I know that.
But we have, some things that we need to work on here in the studio.
Yeah.
And then one of our clients, Mr. Pat Patel, I know
Mhm.
Dean and I were talking
Yes.
about that. We had a client go under contract on a home last night. So making sure that he gets all his inspections and everything in. More clients that, some rentals that they got approved over this end of this week and this weekend. So we'll be getting their leases done and deposits paid. And then working on our mastermind for next month. That's a big thing that's on
Excellent.
my agenda for this week.
The property management department has grown significantly. So if you're a landlord struggling to deal with your tenants, it may be time to reach out and check out what property management can do for you, and it will lift a lot of your load off your shoulders. And the technology that Mr. Blackwell has put in place is just excellent. You can log in anytime online to check your tenants and payments and online requests
your
for
whole
repair,
financials.
everything. And your end of the year summaries are just at a snap of at your fingertips, I should say. So, good
Yeah.
job.
What about you, Dee?
Well, my list coincides with your list. So if y'all don't know this, every morning I don't know, since we started working together, I get a phone call as soon as somebody rolls out of the bed. And that would be Chris.
Soon.
Yes.
About an hour after.
Okay, and then so we get the rundown every day because it changes daily with real estate. You know that
does.
it does really change, and it's very hard to keep a schedule. So if you have a real estate professional in the family, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I've been included now.
Yes.
In those calls.
Yes,
Good
yes,
morning to
yes.
your friend. I actually
Gina's
like
about
it.
7:30 and Jennifer's about 7:45 after she's dropping off the youngest one at school.
Yes. And you know, it just keeps us all on the same page, though. I
Yeah.
really enjoy
I
those
do,
calls.
yeah. I do.
And then if somebody says, well, hang on, I don't know, hang on, let's just get them on the line. We're going three-way this real quick.
Yes.
So,
So,
Alright.
as we roll into spring buying and selling season,
yes, sir.
that's why these classes and these seminars are going to be so important, because buying and selling season is commercial and residential real estate. So this has been the Real Estate U Show on February 11th, 2023.